Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. Hello, foodie booties. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, Chantal, foodie booty, big beautiful me, floppy bobby, Chantal show, Chantal Marie, whatever, had quite the New Year's Eve celebration. And by quite the celebration, I mean it was sad, it was mildly depressing, and she documented it all for us for whatever reason. It was, in short, a mess. So she kicked off the New Year's Eve celebration by starting a live stream that in total ended up lasting like 9, maybe 10 minutes. She talked in this live stream about how she had made this whole trip to some place that I didn't catch or don't remember, but she basically was going to this place so that she could have a celebration with a longtime friend that she had done a really bad job about staying in communication with, and she was really excited to reconnect with them to do this celebration, and then she flaked. She flaked, and she had already purchased or rented or reserved this whole hotel room, and so now she's staying in this hotel room, allegedly alone on the night of New Year's Eve.
I made plans a month ago with one of my best friends in the whole world I haven't seen in forever because I always bail on her. And I rented a hotel room for 2 nights. A nice hotel room that I'm in right now by myself. And went for a nice fancy dinner with my family. Had some drinks. And then I don't know, just started feeling like really down and anxious to go to her party. And I feel like a bad friend. And I think she was disappointed. She didn't sound mad after I explained. Anyway, this is like as sad of a New Year's as it gets. Like alone in this hotel room. I honestly just want to go home and hide away. I don't want to be here. BB's working till midnight.
Now, the problem is that this live stream ended abruptly when somebody came into the room. Now, this is all suspicious because Homegirl was like talking about how she felt bad because she was only staying there because she had already reserved the room and she didn't think she could make a cancellation without having to pay for it. And there was no other reason for her being in this room whatsoever. Then she later starts a new live stream with a special guest, and Peetz is there! Like, girl, what are you doing in a hotel room with Peetz? What is going on? So she claims there's nothing suspicious about this at all. Ma'am, I don't know if I believe that, but she claims there's nothing suspicious. She says that, they were just sharing a hotel room to share costs because he wanted to come up and see his family and his cat, which is also odd because she was just complaining about how she had to pay for this whole hotel room, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, girl, why are you lying? And she's like, it's not suspicious, but if it's not suspicious, if there's nothing to be worried about, like, why would you lie about Peetz being there? Like, you allegedly do stuff with Peetz platonically all the time. Literally all the time. We see him in your vlogs doing platonic stuff with you all the time. So why now are we suddenly lying when y'all are staying in a hotel room together? Suspicious. That's all I gotta say about that. You wanna say it's not suspicious? It's suspicious. She also claims that, like, BB knew about all of this and even goes to the extent of, like, later doing a whole vlog of this trip and saying, oh, I miss BB. And it's like, girl, do you? Do you actually miss BB?
I miss BB. I miss BB.
Later in that same vlog, talks about how excited she is to go home. Conveniently forgets to say anything about being excited to see BB, but does talk about how much she misses her cats. She also at one point talks about how she is gonna get BB's permission to do more travel vlogs with Peetz, which like also is code if you've been following her long enough. Like anytime she's about to do any kind of like health journey, new weight loss journey, trying to focus on eating better, whatever, and she knows that she can't do a whole bunch of unhealthy mukbangs, she always ad nauseum starts talking about how she's gonna do travel vlogs with Peetz. Now in this case, she goes to a point to say like, it's gonna include more hotel visits with Peetz. And I'm just like, girl, what is hotel visits with Peetz code for? I'm not one to speculate, but this whole New Year's Eve situation seems real suspicious. Like, I have always like accepted that she could be platonic friends with Peetz. Like, I think it's possible. But then you're being so shady about staying in this hotel room with him, girl, and I'm just not buying what you're selling. I'm not. And if I do buy it, you better believe I'm gonna get a receipt so I can return it when I find out it's wrong, okay? Because, girl, this is shady. So in this vlog, she also starts talking about how she's gonna get on her doctor's diet again, which, like, girl, you had a hysterectomy quite some time ago. Why haven't you been following your doctor's dieting advice? Like, I don't understand how you can just like willy-nilly decide, okay, now's the time where I'm gonna follow what my doctor has to say. Like, girl, listen to your doctor. You've had so many health concerns, and now all of a sudden, because it's January 1st, you're ready to follow his advice? Do you hear the police? Do you hear the sirens? They coming for you, girl. So of course, after she talks about how she's gonna start following her doctor's diet and his advice and blah, 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 she of course also has to let us know that she's going to film her Last Supper. And I am so tired of people clickbaiting their like eating disorders and their issues with food, because like this came up recently with Life by Jen and Amy's life journey as well, where they're like, oh, we're gonna get started on a weight loss journey, on a health journey, but we're also gonna show you us eating 4,000 calories in a day. And I'm like, girl, this isn't healthy. Like, you don't have time to wait. Like, if you are acknowledging that you have issues, then utilizing YouTube as a reason to give you an excuse to binge and like say like, oh, I just want to be honest and authentic with my viewers. Girl, no, that's premeditated. That is premeditated binging, poor eating, poor choices, whatever. And I don't subscribe to that, because you're basically acknowledging that you're gonna engage in unhealthy behaviors related to your eating disorder, and you're gonna also make a profit off of it because you're gonna monetize that and put it up on your YouTube channel. So when Chantal was out here saying, oh yeah, let me show you my Last Supper, I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? We're really about to sit through this right now? So then she shows herself eating some chocolates. So earlier in the vlog, she had said, hey, by the way, I'm leaving some money and some chocolates for the housekeeping staff.
I'm gonna leave Julie some money and chocolates.
How nice of you to think about them. Like, I think people don't think about the housekeeping staff frequently when they stay in hotels, so I'm like, that's cute. But then she shows herself eating the chocolate that she got for them. I'm like, are you serious?
Okay, so while I'm waiting for Peetz to get ready, I did have a couple of Julie's chocolates. So we gotta leave before I eat them. No, I just had two because I was starting to get really hungry and wanted something sweet, so I had two Lindor chocolates. So yeah, so that's my first food items of the day.
Are you serious? You had scored maybe 2 points in the nice column for me, and you got rid of those real quick because you said, let me just eat this kind gesture that I got for the housekeeping staff. I was so annoyed. She also went on to show other things that she ate, including a Caesar, which is like, I guess, kind of like a Bloody Mary, but it was a virgin Caesar. She had popcorn shrimp that was on top of popcorn, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, asparagus. But then she did let us know that, you know, she thought that that food was so gross, and so she complained about it and had them remove it from her bill, which, like, girl, I'm just like, you could have saved yourself all the trouble of just not eating it at all, like not ordered it at all, eaten something healthier, which, like, asparagus is probably a healthiest thing that was on the whole plate. She also, in the same vlog, ends up getting some Popeyes with a whole bunch of ranch, and also points out that she had purchased some potato chips and some dip for this party that she flaked out on, and she was also going to eat that. So basically, her whole new following the doctor's diet plan is going marvelously well. Like, girl, you don't have to go all out one last time before you go to get healthy. You just don't have to do it. You surely don't. So then, as some of you might know, she makes this whole ass, sad ass post about having to use a mobility scooter at Costco because of her weight, and she's trying to gain some level of sympathy from others, and I'm gonna read that to you right now in this moment. She says, "Hey guys, going to Costco and a very humbling moment for me. I think I might have to use a mobility scooter at the store as it is very big. My back kills me even just walking to the car due to my weight. I feel so horrible for having ever judged an overweight person for needing to use one. I need to walk more, but until I get a bit more weight off, I think such a large store will be hard to tackle. I have never used one before, so I am embarrassed. I guess this is my karma." She, of course, later posted, "Made it out of Costco without using the scooter. It was doable, but definitely pushing the boundaries of my physical abilities. I will have a video out soon. XO." I'm just like, girl, you knew exactly what you were doing, just looking for this sympathy, girl. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, of course, she does end up going to Costco. She vlogs it. She proceeds to not use the scooter, but she does go find a random gaming chair to sit down in and take a break, which, like, good for you. I'm glad you don't have to use the mobility scooter. This is not me passing judgment on you at all. I just think it's highly hypocritical that you would even bring it up to begin with, because you made a whole video talking about how Amberlynn was so awful for using a scooter and how terrible she was.
So my grandmother is very frail. She's elderly, and she likes to get out. She doesn't, I bring her shopping to her once in a while, but she likes to get out. It happened recently, actually, where we went to Walmart, and normally they have one or two scooters or electric mobile cart things, and they're usually not available. And the one time that we really needed it, she wasn't feeling well. You know, she was kind of weaker, felt like just really weak, like she wanted, you know, didn't want to walk around. Walmart's a big store, and the fluorescent lights, disaster waiting to happen with passing out for her, I'm sure. So sometimes she does walk around, but sometimes it would be nice to have the scooter available, right? So, you know, and lo and behold, when we're in the store, there were no carts available. Lo and behold, we see this morbidly obese woman. We need to be walking. We need to even walk for a bit, sit down, whatever. I mean, this woman was in the junk food aisle. It's kind of just become the new normal where these carts are never available because, you know, usually it's when I see somebody using it, it's somebody very overweight. My grandmother really needed the cart, and I'm sure there's other people who are, you know, disabled through no fault of their own who actually can't really walk around. So all that to say, I was checking in on YouTuber Amberlynn Reed, and I'm sorry, Amberlynn, I don't want to start a war with you. I don't want to be one of those people who makes video after video after video about you. But I can kind of understand people voicing their opinions now, because it's just, it's almost like, I saw your video today What really annoyed me was seeing you on the cart. Like you were doing it on purpose. You know, the way you were like in the cart and you're like, you know, you looked all comfortable, and it's like, that made me mad. That really, I'm sorry, it really did. That pissed me off, and I think you should really be walking. I mean, I don't see why you would ride a scooter to Walmart to get junk food. I mean, if I'm going to go get junk food, I'm sure as hell going to walk. I'm not going to deprive somebody handicapped or disabled of using that scooter because I want to go get junk food.
And let's be honest, Amberlynn is terrible for using a scooter, but only because she doesn't take care of it. Only because she doesn't put it back when she's done with it, because she, in the past, has made jokes about it, etc. She's not bad because she used it. Like, people need mobility scooters for a variety of reasons. So I'm glad that you are getting a wake-up call, Chantal, and you have no sympathy from me. None. Zero. So the only other thing I really want to mention about her Costco trip is that she really, really, truly wants us to believe that there's no funny business, everything's platonic between her and Peetz, but then she allows him to take filming shots of her butt while she's walking down the aisle. And she knowingly chose to like leave that in the video. Like, she could have not included that clip as a part of the video, and she still did.
Obligatory butt shot, obligatory butt shot.
And if you recall, this is not the first time that she has included creepy clips of like Peetz filming her butt. Whenever she went dumpster diving one time, if you recall, she also allowed that. So I'm just like, girl, what? The audacity for you to include these things when you have allegedly a partner living with you at home. Like, no respect for BB. You're like, yes, Peetz, please objectify my body. Please take these shots of my butt. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what y'all are doing up there in Canada, and by y'all I really just mean Chantal and Peetz, and this is not my generalization of all of Canada, but it's messy. You're messy, girl. You are surely a mess. So that's really it. That's my thoughts. You know, I think it's New Year, same Chantal, just like New Year, same Amberlynn, New Year, same Life by Jen. I will gladly support all of these women once they show me that they can do it, right? Like, that's not the case. I just, like, have been here 12,000 times with everybody. Like, this is not the first time we've been here with Chantal. It's not. So, put your money where your mouth is, Chantal. I'm happy to support you and congratulate you on weight loss once you get there. I hope that you do get there. Do not take this as me, like, wishing the worst on you. I just am skeptical, as I am with most people on the internet these days. That's all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If this is your first video and you haven't subscribed to me yet, please click the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I go live. Also, please make sure to leave me some comments down below, hit the like button, and follow me on all of my social media. I had a lot of fun with you all today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!